Here it is, folks. How did DeSoto transform from being $250 million in assessed value losses to transforming itself to becoming the leading sales tax revenue generating city in all of the best Southwest? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's just look at what's happening in our region. You see the influx of distribution centers that are nestled around the northern sector of our city that are primarily in the city of Dallas. I want to explain how the business model works for the distribution centers, and then I'm going to go over to talk to you more about how DeSoto has approached the market of attracting something different from distribution centers to go after what's called fulfillment, e-commerce fulfillment centers. The distribution centers, they generate for you property tax revenue. So when you get a distribution center, if it's a $10 million facility, that equates to approximately $75,000 a year in property taxes for the city. And then it creates jobs that pay $10 to $12 per hour. Distribution centers. Now I want to go over to DeSoto and our focus on e-commerce fulfillment centers. Property taxes are the same mainstay. If it's a $10 million development, you are generating approximately $75,000 to the tax roll for the city of DeSoto. Jobs also are a component of that business model, yet the jobs pay more than the distribution centers. You're looking at, in general, $15 to $18 per hour. And then finally, the third leg of this revenue generator for the city of DeSoto is sales taxes. I'm going to capitalize sales taxes because the sales tax that we generate from this development, and I'll just put capital K for Kohl's e-commerce fulfillment center, has allowed the city of DeSoto to realize some phenomenal numbers. If you were to go on the Securities Exchange Commission's website and look at the 10K filings for Kohl's, you would find that 30% of all their revenue is generated online. That's $1.3 billion in sales generated online. And because of the wisdom of the City Council and the Economic Development Corporation, this city offered this company some very handsome incentives to attract them to this city. Kohl's has 4 e-commerce fulfillment centers, but the number one e-commerce fulfillment center is in the all-America city of DeSoto. Why? Because we offer them incentives that helps to generate sales processing through the city of DeSoto. I'm excited about the future. If you look at where we are, with sales tax revenue being now the top for all of the best Southwest, we will continue to grow in housing permits as we continue to lead the market. And you compile that with sales tax revenue, I think DeSoto will be in a good position for years to come. Remember, one people, one vision, and one all-America city. Thank you.